Alright everyone, we are back. This is Helsinki and we are in East Pasila today. And this is the starting point of our walk this afternoon. So hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is once again Kulkija live streaming from Helsinki. And today we are celebrating Outdoor Flea Market Day right here in the capital of Finland. And like I said, we are right now in Pasila, and this is the first location we are going to explore. So Flea Market Day is a tradition. It's last Saturday of May every year, and there are like outdoor flea markets all over the city, and today we are going to explore 3 of them, and this one in Pasila is the first one. So hello Alan. Yes, I'm back. Let's see how active this flea market is. Usually these flea markets are arranged by local like neighborhood associations, and everyone can come and put out their old stuff and sell their old clothes and other products. So usually it is free to participate. And usually the area is the local park. But yeah, this one in Pasila is not that big. I think the one in Kumpula is the biggest we are going to see. There is a street of 1 kilometer long, and I think it will be full of people selling their stuff. But yeah, this one in Pasila is a little bit smaller. And usually it is the whole afternoon, so there might be more people coming to sell a little bit later after lunch, because right now it is 10 to 1 local time. Yeah, exactly like a car booth. Sale without cars, that's right. Outdoor flea market. But yeah, let's not waste any time and start moving towards Kumpula. So Limingantie is the street we are heading, and I think we are following the tramline 13 for a moment, and we are going to walk through Vallila Park. I don't know what's the official name, the park between Kumpula and Vallila neighborhoods, and that's the tram route also nowadays. And we are going to pass Velodrome as well. And you probably know these are new tram tracks, or fairly new ones, because tramline 13 started last year, actually last August. So this is the newest tram line of Helsinki, and we are going to follow it a little bit. And actually I have my second phone with me so I can use Google Maps with another phone in case I don't know where to go or what the route will be, because this walk, the route of this walk will be a little bit different. I don't usually walk here that much, so that's why I'm having my secondary phone and Google Maps on it. So yeah, it says it's about 20 minutes walk to Limingantie, and we are going through the park. 1.8 kilometers, or actually a little bit less, because it seems that the Google Maps takes us right there in the center of the road or the street, but actually it begins a little bit earlier. So I think it's more like 1 kilometer walk. And there was tram number 13 I was talking about, and some stuff is flying around. I think it's from Voikukka maybe. You know, one of those flowers that send that cotton type things flying. But yeah. And the tram stops have green roofs. And I'm not talking about the color of the tram stop itself, but there are some plants on top of the roofs. That's cool. Okay, let's start the navigation. It says we should go the other side of the street. That's number 1, and this is Mäkelänkatu street, one of the main streets of this area. And this one has quite nice bike paths also, as you can see. The dedicated bike lanes right here, easy to ride. Then we should turn left, and I think that's the path we are going to follow. So it takes us straight to the park. Okay. That one probably went against red light. Mäkelänkatu is so noisy, so I'm happy to go via this park because much more pleasant. And as you can see, spring is here, springtime is here. because you see all those like fertilizing sacks sitting next to the trees, and or at least I'm thinking about they are fertilizers, because they probably work in a way that rain goes through the back, and then the tree gets some fertilizer, because you see those things every spring here in Helsinki. We should go probably there, and then be at the residential area. So every other year they have quite big like village festival in Kumpula, but this year they are not having it, but instead they have this flea market day. And I think Kumpula and Vallila are one of those neighborhoods that has like a really active community there, so they are probably gathering today as well. And once again we are exploring totally new neighborhoods. I don't think I have ever walked here via this street. So very first time for me, and also for you watching the live stream. Arts Academy, kuvataidekoulu in Finnish. I don't know what's the official name in English, but yeah, the place where they teach painting and arts anyway. And hello Markus, welcome. We are going to explore Kumpula and Vallila today. So yeah. Okay, I already see some people. That's probably where the flea market area starts. And these flea markets are like semi-official. So usually city of Helsinki allows them to close the streets from the cars, but they are not events organized by city of Helsinki, but rather by the local communities. and usually Facebook is the best way to find the locations of the flea markets. So at least today I think there is one in Meilahti and then Jätkäsaari and probably Kallio as well. So these are not the only ones here in Kumpula and Vallila. So there are many other flea market areas or parks today in Helsinki. And a couple of years ago we had this day called siivouspäivä, so cleaning day in Finnish, and that was a little bit more like official event, but siivouspäivä is no longer, so but the tradition continues a little bit and it takes a little bit different form. So there you go, the flea market street begins. Let's explore, and like I said, the street is closed from the cars and people can walk in the middle of the street. We have shoes and clothes and also coffee and some like buns or cakes. People are selling food as well, which is nice because of course I want to have a cup of coffee during this walk, but I don't think just not just now, a little bit later maybe. And prices are quite cheap, so there is some 50 cents piece the glassware, so affordable findings and affordable purchases can be done today. We have board games and also some handmade products. Vegan food. And I think the best part of this walk for me are these wooden houses. So this area in Helsinki has a lot of wooden houses from 1910s and 1920s. So we are going to see and enjoy the old buildings as well. So that's great. Yes, Markus, it is really crowded. One day in a year, this street is so crowded. And yeah, I would love to explore all the gardens of these houses, but of course they are private areas and only the street is open for everyone. But we can have some sneak peeks of the gardens while we explore the tables. Yeah, this is definitely, or it feels like a countryside. That's awesome. There is even a barber shop. So, bus cut was for only €5. Really affordable haircut if you need one. Oh no, we have a unstable network at the moment. So guys, bear with me. It might be because of the crowd or this area overall. I don't know what are the streaming conditions in this area.
Joo, no ei sen naimisiin mennä. Mutta tiedätkö, mä haluan juhlat. Musta se on kiva. Niin kai silloin kun me oltiin
That's a long queue. People are queuing for food and coffee. Let's try this way. Yeah, the signal seems to be quite weak at the moment, so sorry about that. I hope you see something at least, but not HD broadcast today. Let's hope it gets better when we are walking a little bit further.
Ei enää silloin kun mä olin
Yeah, now it's getting better, the signal. Let's hope it was one of those dead spots. And nowadays the app seems to be a little bit better because okay, we have old magazines. Wow, this is such a great experience. And look at the building, look at the house. So cute, with a huge window. Just awesome. Sausage is €3. Here is another cafe. Wow. So there is the name of the street. It is Limingantie. So If you want to follow my walk with Google Maps, then it is Limingantie and the neighborhood is Kumpula. And this Limingantie is the main street of this area. Someone was selling food from their kitchen. And there is a beware of hedgehogs. Hedgehog sign was popular photo opportunity spot. We have hot dog stand right there. They are probably making pretty good money today because probably thousands of people are going to attend today. And I think this will be all the way until evening, or I mean open. They probably keep the street closed until everyone has left. So pretty long day for people selling. More beautiful houses. Hello DJ, welcome, welcome. Oh, beautiful tulips. Let's take a closer look.
Fantastista, koska Susanna sanoi, että se on tosi hyvä se seinä, niin mä heti anotin tietoa.
Whenever someone is selling a house from this neighborhood, they are sold instantly. Neighborhood is so popular. They doesn't really have to do any marketing when they are selling these houses. And yeah, they are privately owned houses. Yeah, like I said earlier, this is approximately 1 kilometer long street. So much to see and so many stands. It is actually surprising. I wasn't expecting this much people and this much sellers. So someone is selling a study. So 35 square meters. If you want to work here, then you can probably contact them. In Helsinki, May has been quite a dry month. We had some rains actually earlier this week, but otherwise it has been quite dry and also not very warm. Temperatures have been under 10 degrees Celsius. Only a couple of days that felt like real summer. But luckily today is a little bit better. No rain and temperature is probably something like 12 degrees right now. Excellent walking conditions. Oh, that's beautiful art. And those are not parking tickets. They are just friendly reminders that the street is closed today and they wish that people remove their cars, but of course they can't force it, so that's why you can see still some cars parked here, and most of the cars are right here on the side streets. Let's see if we have anything here. Must be a nice day if you are living here. Like you see your community today. Must be like refreshing and nice way to start the summer. Kymintie Street. Yeah, let's go this way because I see some beautiful buildings and also flowering trees. Oh, this is awesome. I think this will be my thumbnail for the live stream. Oh yes, more and more tulips. Let's wait for a moment if the car wants to come through. "100 years of Kumpula." So that's the community building right there. And the flea market continues. So we are back on Limingantie right now. Okay. Let's see where to go next.
Niin totta tosiaan.
Okay.
Viime kesänä poljin Pasilasta siis tein. Sano 8.
Se pitää olla jotenkin sillä lailla.
So yeah, this is the end of the flea market stretch. Let's see if we can circle back somewhere here. If you are visiting Helsinki, then this area is definitely worth a visit. Quite easy to reach by bike also. Yeah, the neighborhood continues. Let's check the map if we can circle a little bit and then we continue our walk towards Vallila. Oh, look at those houses. Yeah, I think we walk a little bit that way and then we turn right and then again right. So that's how we get back to the flea market area. Let's enjoy this neighborhood while we are here. Of course, this type of neighborhood is best in summer when there is light and green things around you and birds are singing. These houses remind me of our summer cottage in Savo. So it's a little bit like similar style, although a little bit smaller house. But anyway, similar type of wooden building. This stretch of the street is also closed, even though it has a sidewalk. But yeah, not many sellers here. I think everyone is packed on the other side of the street. It's probably wise strategy when you are selling stuff, because all the people are there. Most of the people are there.
Mistäköhän niitä on?
Okay, let's use Google Maps because I can't really answer that question how far we are from the city center. Let's see if we let's put rautatieasema or rautatien tori. So Google Maps puts it this way. So 1 hour of walking and roughly 5 kilometers away from the city center. So not that far away. Sausages smell so good. And here we have some local services like shops and barber shops and R-kioski. And also some newer buildings. Okay, I think I need a plan right now. Do we have any benches or anything where I could sit down for a moment, because I want to figure it out what will be the route to Vallila, which way to go, because I don't want to go all the way to the main street because that's noisy and not so pleasant. So I'm hoping that we could avoid it and take some other smaller streets towards Vallila. So there is a stand for my phone for a moment. Let me check the route. So Sturenkatu and Hauhontie will be the streets we are going. Let's go. Let's put Hauhontie to Google Maps. It is once again 1.8 kilometers and 26 minutes of walk, and it is routing us through via Hämeentie Okay, that's the route I want to avoid. So let's see if we can take another one. Because I don't really want to go back towards Pasila this time. But yeah, I think that's our only option. That's a shame. But anyway, let's continue this way a little bit and then we go to Hämeentie, which is the main street. Oh, 506 bus goes here. It is one of those electric buses. So I think we are covering more than 15 kilometers today if I'm going back to Pasila after Vallila. So a really nice Saturday afternoon walk for me. Okay, we can continue straight for a moment and then we take a left. That's probably the best way to go to Vallila. There are some paths going through the forest, but maybe we won't be going there. Like I said, I'm not very familiar with this neighborhood, so it is exploring for me as well. We have some University of Helsinki buildings here. should we go? I think we should go here. Gustav Hellströmin katu and Väinö Auerin katu. Chemicum. Yeah, more bathroom style architecture. AI Virtanen Square is right here. Probably a faculty of chemistry right here. Yeah, you can definitely tell that this is a newer area. Yeah, many University of Helsinki buildings. Chemicum, Physicum and Exactum. I think we should take this one and then we are back on Hämeentie. Yeah. Oh yes, this is the dangerous pathway because there's no winter maintenance here, and then the students of Helsinki University try to use this path anyway because their buses come to Hämeentie, and it's probably pretty slippery in winter time. Yeah, it is kinda surprising to see such a bad architecture when it comes to university buildings. You would probably expect something more or a little bit better architecture, but I think those are from 90s, maybe 1990s, and that might explain the style. Yeah, the song contest was quite big disappointment, but we are slowly getting over it. I think we were more shocked about Kai, that Sweden didn't win the competition with Kai. So I guess we were expecting that Erika would be something between 5 and 10, like in the overall results, but many of us in Finland really thought that Kai would be number 1, but that wasn't the case. And some even thought that we would have a double victory. So Kai number 1 and Erika number 2. Yeah, this is quite busy street because I think it's Highway 4 that comes here. So if you are traveling from Lahti, for example, or Mikkeli, then all the buses come usually this way. So there is a sign that says 4.5 kilometers to city center and 0.5 to Vallila. So we are closing or close by already, and always press the button. Yeah, the broadcast was super popular in Finland, and overall hype around Eurovision was totally different this year. I think it was even more hyped than it was in 2023 when Käärijä was attending. And personally, Israel's number second place was quite huge shock for me. I wonder what would happen if Israel won or wins the competition. That would be some kind of crisis probably. There's Vallila allotment garden, and actually it has a cafe in the middle of the garden. So the garden area is open for everyone, and you can go and visit and have a cup of coffee in the middle of the area. Yes, we have a lot of problems here in Helsinki when it comes to e-scooters, and actually they are restricting them a little bit more this year. So there will be new legislation coming later this summer. For example, you cannot use them if you are under influence of alcohol anymore, and I think you can get like heavier fines also if you make any mistakes or endanger traffic while driving them. And a lot of people want to ban e-scooters altogether, but we haven't reached that point yet. And I think last year we had 3 fatalities, so 3 people lost their lives when riding e-scooters, and this year probably 2 already in Finland overall. So 2 people in Finland. I think it was Joensuu. One incident was in Joensuu. You know what? I think we can go and see the allotment garden. I think it should be open. It's right here, and the entrance is not far away. So while we are here, let's take a look. And they are probably blocking the street somehow. I don't know. They are. Okay, they are not letting cars go through here. I don't know, probably because of the flea market day. I don't know. I don't know the exact reason. Yes, let's see if the cafe is open, then we can consider having a cup of coffee there. I think I was there last summer once, and it was okay. I think they had something like cookies and coffee, not that many. So not that many like different products they are selling, basically coffee. But yeah. Oh yeah, there's the sign. It is open. And yes, it is kesäkahvila Pulla and piirakka. That's right, Markus. There you go, there's the name of the cafe. Kesäkahvila Pulla and piirakka. And it is open between May and August, or all the way to the end of August, Monday to Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that's cool. Let's take a look. And like I mentioned, these are allotment gardens. They are basically owned by the city of Helsinki, and then they rent lots for people. And in this allotment garden there are little huts or cottages, and you can basically live in those cottages during summer. And the garden is open for everyone, but of course these are like private yards, so you can follow the paths, but you cannot go near the cottages or inside the private areas. So those are the rules of allotment gardens. Yeah, Google Maps knows everything, and it has been really helpful during this live stream, because like I said, I'm not very familiar with these areas. So yeah, I think the rules are prohibiting living here winter, and these huts or cottages doesn't have insulation. So that might be the practical reason why no one wants to or can live here in winter. And I don't know if they have any heating inside the cabins. That's probably one reason too. So it's only for summer use, but the gardens are really beautiful. Look at this one, all the trees and flowers. The cafe should be right here. There it is. It's a little hut, so I think I leave you guys outside for a moment. Yeah, there it is. Let me check if I have my credit card with me, because while I'm live streaming I cannot use my phone to pay. But I think I have my cards here. So let's see if they sell a cup of coffee. Moikka! Kahvia ottaisin, kiitos.
Joo, just keitin siihen.
No niin, loistavaa.
Se on ihan siinä niin.
Joo.
Ja tuleeko sulla mitään muuta?
Ei muuta tällä kertaa.
Jees, laitaanko tosta? Noin. Ja se oli 2,5.
Joo.
Ja se on siinä ulkona sitten. Ja siellä
Kyllä.
on kauramaitoja.
Yes.
Ja kaikki muut systeemit.
No niin, hyvä. Kiitos paljon.
Yes, kiitos.
So, here's the coffee. A little bit of oat milk, and I don't think we need a cover. More tables here. A little bit of playground here. Yeah, oddly good is everywhere in Finland. It's probably the most used one. So once again there is the name of the cafe, Pulla and Piirakka. They had some pies there, but it is so small that not many products are sold. But usually coffee and cookies are enough. And the coffee was only 2.5 euros, and it is a quite large cup. Yes, really fresh coffee. The owner said that it was right from it was made just a couple of minutes ago. So really fresh coffee. Alright, let's plan our trip a little bit. What do we have next? So there is the original route. Right now we are in the middle of the allotment garden. It says temporarily closed, but it is open. So let's see we can go and follow the path, and I think the first flea market is inside this courtyard right there. So I think this building is called Apinalinna. Yeah, there it is. So everyone, Apinalinna is our next destination. So in English, Monkey Castle. I don't know what's the history behind that name, but yeah, Monkey Castle is our next destination. And the courtyard is the biggest courtyard in Northern Europe or Scandinavia or Nordic countries, I don't know exactly. But yeah, it's like a courtyard and like a walls around, or the buildings form of walls kinda. And there is also Paavalinkirkko church right there. So that's Paavalinkirkko tower, and you can actually see the tower from here. It's right there. So yeah, we are getting close. And Paavalinkirkko unfortunately is closed at the moment. So it would have been nice to go inside and see the church. Well, maybe we should check if the church is actually closed, or because sometimes Google Maps get it wrong. Paavalinkirkko opening hours. Let's check the parish website. There will be sorry. Where is the opening hours of? Yeah, I think it is closed on Saturdays. That's strange. Yeah. Helsinki Parish has quite bad websites. It is really difficult to find important information from their websites. But yeah, they have like all the events there, and then they have opening hours down here. So I think this is quite bad design. So yeah, no Tinder. Only news and other useful apps. Yeah, I know you guys always want to see if I have Tinder on my phone, but no. So this is strictly business. Hello Gigi, welcome. We are having a cup of coffee. And just before we continue our walk towards Vallila. But yeah, Paavalinkirkko is not open today, so we can't go there. We can probably see the outside of the church, but not the inside. Let's go back to Google Maps. So like I said, yeah, I still have X. Actually, I don't use it anymore, but it is still on my secondary phone. And actually, I think I removed it already from my primary phone that I'm using to live stream, but it is still on my older phone. Yeah, also on Blue Sky. It's getting more and more popular in Finland also. But it's not just there in a way. I think we need more people on Blue Sky, and then it becomes a real thing. Oh my god, the coffee is really good. Yeah. And oddly good works really well with coffee, because some of those oat milks or oat drinks are horrible and they make coffee taste really bad. So usually I prefer oddly good or just regular milk. But yeah, it's always good to consume oat milk. Yeah, we are having once again virtual tours around Helsinki. So I took a little bit of break because about a month break from YouTube. I had other projects and I didn't feel like live streaming. But once again I'm creating another video for my second channel, Kulkija Plus, and I think we have some live streams also coming towards you this summer. But yeah, lately YouTube has been quite difficult. I haven't got that many views to my videos lately, so that's a bit bummer. And like motivation thing, not that good motivation when you see that your videos or live streams are not doing that well. But anyway, I try my best and I try to keep it positive. And yeah, thank you everyone for supporting and watching my videos. That means always a lot to me. So thank you for your continuous support and likes and subscribes. Okay, coffee is almost done. And I have been testing TikTok live streams. They seem to work at the moment a little bit better than YouTube, but it's a little bit different kind of experience for me and also for the viewers. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm considering, that maybe I should do more content on TikTok, because probably then people can find me also on YouTube and we get more viewers to my YouTube live streams. And yeah, that's of course vertical on TikTok, but I don't know about YouTube, because for example Dutch Mouse does sometimes vertical live streams, and I don't think they are doing that well. But it might be of course a different case for me. But I'm not sure how good or how well vertical live streams on YouTube make or do. I don't know. Alright, coffee time is over. I had my refuel and now we are ready to walk again. So let's return the mug and off we go. Great recycling here. Oh, Alan got some information about the Apinalinna, probably the monkey castle. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's. I think that's right. It is an old workers' block or workers' house. And back in the day when Helsinki was growing fast, new people were moving in, and that's when the city was expanding a lot. And let's go this way. We can probably go through the park and up to Paavalin Kirkko Church, and then we turn right. There are probably many routes to get there, but I think I want to take this one today. Yeah, thank you, Alan, for your research work. It's always nice to learn new things about Helsinki. Kinda tricky cycling path here. Let's see if this is actually a cycling path or is it just a walkway. There is a sign. No, it just says no motor cars or motor traffic. There is Paavalin kirkko right there. And the street is called Kuusamon katu. Let's see what we have here, because we have to find the entrance first. Yeah, I see a sign. There it is. Sammatintie 6. All right. So this will be probably the biggest flea market we are going to see today.
videon. Kun mä en näe.
Oh, look at the trees. The best time to visit this courtyard. All the trees are flowering right now. That's awesome. And yeah, like I said, the biggest courtyard in Northern Europe. It is like a park inside the buildings. Yes, very cool.
Viikon päästä, jos Emma tulee, niin voihan me tästä lähteä käymään vielä.
Kohta mä oon taas pitkän trenssin kaatuolla ja New Balancein ja
So I've never been inside this courtyard and I never realized how big it is actually. This is almost like Esplanade Park and the streets inside the block. So that's quite amazing. You could probably have cows and other farm animals in here. So no wonder that they used this during the wartime. So much space to grow your food. I try to see if I notice any familiar faces, because I have so many friends that love flea markets and vintage clothes and stuff like that. So it is kind of surprising if I don't see any of those people here today. Let's take one more lap around the courtyard.
Joo, mä olin sanoa kanssa. Joo, ei ota ihmeessä vaan. Se tulee ihan kohta.
On vittu 10. Eikö siis joskus on? Siis mulla on ollut 10.
One sign said that €1 almost everything. So usually when I'm attending and selling my stuff, I usually give it for free because I don't think it's worth the hassle to go to like pay €1 or something like that. So it's not about the money. So many dogs. Such a cool way to discover new places in Helsinki. So really happy that I was able to attend this flea market day today, because usually this time of the year I'm spending time at our summer cottage because there is a lot of things to do. But now this weekend was kind of cold and a little bit rainy there, so that's why I didn't go to my summer cottage this weekend and I stayed in Helsinki. And that decision gave me the opportunity to visit the flea market day. So that's awesome. So one more look before we go back to the street. Biggest courtyard in Northern Europe. So Yeah, I think the flea market continues here. Just follow the people. Less than 1,000 euros per month here, so 45 square meters sounds about right.
Ei mun mukaan ole. Mä oon viihtynyt siitä. Olen 400.
Ja 30. Joo.
Mobile pay is very popular way of paying the products. So mobile pay is like a local Venmo here in Finland. That's clever to sell plants, like house plants. Okay, I need that one definitely. English language dictionary. And some sellers seem to donate the money straight away. So they ask for donations to different organizations. That's another clever way to do it. Yeah, thank you, Alan. But there is always room for improvement. That's my attitude. Oh, I already see the next one. So let's go across the street. And there seems to be the next courtyard to visit.
Yeah.
So this is Sturenkatu street, and there is a little map. Let's take a look. There's the map. So 4 blocks probably. So right now we are here on, let's see if it focuses. Yeah, that's right. So 4 courtyards, and we have already seen 2 of them. Yeah, thank you, Alan. You are my life dictionary. Yeah, these courtyards are huge. More tulips. Boy, I love tulips. Alright. That was courtyard number 3. So let's find the last one. It was on Hauhontie. So I think I just follow other people. They probably know where it is. Yeah, this is Vallila tram depot, and I think some New Year's Eve live stream I started from the other side of the depot. So not the first time live streaming from this area. Oh no, Fiat 500 got a parking ticket. It is probably parked too close to the intersection. Eurantie Street and some art.
I didn't know I had more.
Yep, let's go. It's probably this way. Okay, thank you, Alan. That's interesting. Now we know the reason behind the name. Yeah, that makes sense because that was the time of when baby boomers were born and lots of children playing everywhere. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. This is probably the next one. Okay, this is a little bit different type of courtyard. Big trees in the middle.
Yeah, the red looks cheap and white.
I love it how you have a permit to visit these private yards on a day like this, because otherwise, at least I don't like to just go in and visit the courtyards. Probably no one cares or no one even notices, but there is still like it is a different type of feeling when there is something going on, and then you have kind of official permit to visit the courtyards. Alright everyone, I think that was the last courtyard. Let me check my notes because I did a little bit of background check before I started this live stream, and let's see if I'm missing something. Once again, what is the... Yeah, that was Hauhontie. Yeah, I think that was it. So I guess I'm starting to walk back towards Pasila, and from there I can go home. All right. Yeah, I should go to Sturenkatu and then we can walk via Mäkelänkatu. Basically the park from where we started. Yeah, That sounds like a plan. I have 25% left battery left on my phone. So let's drain the battery all the way and let's continue this live walk a little bit more. And yeah, it is really pleasant evening or afternoon to walk, so no worries. And balloons mark open courtyards.
That's it, vaan.
Yeah, Alan, those are interesting events. I think we have one in Helsinki. It is called Open Door Helsinki or something like that. And it is each year or every year. But I don't know when the next one will be. But yeah, it has the similar idea that you get to see places that are usually closed for the public. And sometimes the places are interesting and sometimes they are not. So, and usually you have to be really quick to book your place or get your ticket, because usually the places are quite small and they cannot take that many people inside. So usually they are like sold out very quickly. Yeah, this is Sturenkatu, definitely a real city feeling. And this is big intersection here, Mäkelänkatu and Sturenkatu, like main roads or streets leading towards city center. Yeah, it is. I think it is Open House Helsinki that I was talking about. Open House Helsinki, there's the information. 2025. Oh, it's in September. So next one is in September. And then they have some pop-up events as well. But yeah. I thought the event was in spring, but at least this year it is in September. Yeah, this feels like more Helsinki because trams are making noises. And if I'm not wrong, they are going to make some big roadworks in this area as well. Because I remember reading some news about cutting the trees or felling the trees. And whenever that happens, it's always a big controversy in Helsinki. But I'm not sure, so I have to check that out. But I think Mäkelänkatu was one of the streets they are going to renovate in upcoming years. Mäkelänkadun remontti. This is such a good way to Google things while you are walking. So yeah, the renovation of Mäkelänkatu begins this fall. So yeah, I was right. Or I remembered right. It is the section right here that they are going to renovate. Yeah. Is this a bike path or is this just a sidewalk? Because there is like a divider in the middle of the sidewalk, so I'm not sure if this is a cycling path as well. But yeah, it is really narrow and the cars are parked like that one. So not that much space for cyclists if there is a cycling path here. Yeah, I'm sure that after the renovation there will be like a decent cycling lanes on the street. So usually when there is a renovation in Helsinki, cycling conditions are getting better. Okay, let me check the map because there is a park coming and I think we can take that one and then we arrive to East Pasila. Yeah, I think it is a cycling path here. Yeah, I was right. So, at the moment the cycling path is really narrow and dangerous, so I welcome the renovation. Usually infrastructure gets a little bit better after those.
Siinä mielessä voisi viedä sen vaikuttaa siellä. Mutta niin, no kentää vielä illalla.
So there is the intersection we saw earlier. We are circling back to Pasila. And 2 hours and 12 minutes of live streaming already. So I think this will be something like 2 hours and 20 minutes in total today. And once again we are seeing completely a different type of neighborhood when we are entering East Pasila. Let's go this way so you can get the best East Pasila experience. So there is a little bit of hint what's coming up. I think my plan is to go to Tripla Mall of Tripla, I mean, because there are some toilets I can use. So you know what happens when you drink coffee. So I need my toilet break before I continue my journey home. Ooh, you can order some cakes here. What is my favorite? Oh, there is red velvet, for example, and chocolate raspberry cake, Oreo cake. What is Black Forest? That looks interesting. Snickers cake, carrot cake, lemon cake, double chocolate, vegan. That's interesting. Oh, so many good options. Yeah. Fiksu kakku, parempi mieli. Clever cake, better feeling in a way. Oh, there is a car coming behind me, but let's give way here. Where are you going? Okay. Turning right. The car driver was a clever one because he used his indicator. So no need to guess where he was going. Less and less people use indicators in Helsinki, especially when they are like switching lanes or something like that. Then they don't bother using indicators anymore. It's like a big difference in Finnish traffic culture. But yeah, let's find our way out from East Pasila. There is the mural is cool. There are some street arts all over the place, but this time we are seeing this one. Oh, Black Forest has cherry. I don't know about cherry. That's a tough one. Okay, usually cherry might be good on a cake, but you know there is this story that Finns don't really like cherry, for example, in an ice cream or stuff like that. So we don't have that many cherry pastries in Finland. We have to go here and lower ourselves to the street level, because in Pasila we have these elevated sidewalks between the buildings, and the trams and cars are on the lower level, and then there are some parking spaces also below the deck, so to speak. Oh yes, there is Tripla. There is my relief. Yeah, like I said, a decent walk. Probably something like 10 to 15 kilometers already. So it's funny that it doesn't feel like 10 or 15 kilometers when you are live streaming. You just go and walk and don't really think about it. Traditionally, these traffic lights take forever because it's a huge intersection and there are bus lines and tram lines and cars and cyclists and everything going. Okay, thank you, Alan. Now we know about Black Forest cake. That's excellent. It's from Germany. Interesting. Oh, whipped cream and cherries. Sounds good. All right. So I don't know what's the situation about the new high-rise buildings, because they are planning to build some more apartment buildings on the left side of the bridge. So there are already these cranes, but I don't know what they are lifting or what they are building, because last time I checked the situation about those high-rise buildings, it was still like some sort of permit time with the city of Helsinki. So they didn't have all the permits or all the political decisions yet. But I don't. So that's why I don't know if it's going forward already. Let's go in. And then I start locating the toilets. I already know where they are, but in case... Ei kiitos tällä kertaa. They were giving away free candy, but I have my hands full at the moment, so no thank you this time. Yeah, here we are everyone. The central square of mall of Tripla, right here. Last time we were here it was the Yle X charity show I was watching from up there. Yeah, we are still live for 15 seconds. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in and walking with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed this walk around some outdoor flea markets in Helsinki. So it was the official flea market day here in Helsinki today, this Saturday. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this one and I hope to see you soon. This is Kulkija from Helsinki saying goodbye and have a great weekend everyone. So moi moi everyone, bye bye.